I'm going to talk about Carowinds coasters that I think will go defunct in the near future. Tell me if you think otherwise. Let's go ahead and get started. So, the first one I think that will go is Carolina Cyclone. And the reason I say Carolina Cyclone is because this coaster is in the very back of the park. It doesn't get much ridership. And the reason I think this coaster is always closed due to staffing. It's never down because of maintenance. It's never down because of that. It's probably the most reliable coaster in the whole park. That are some of the B&Ms like Fury or Intimidator or Afterburn, for example. When was the last time you saw Afterburn or Intimidator or Fury down due to maintenance and breakdown? Never. But those are some positives to the ride. Let's talk about negatives. One is that it's unlooked at and it doesn't get much ridership, like I already said. But it's also in one area. If you look at it, Drop Tower, Scream Waver, they're both right next to each other. The only coaster that's not near it that's closing is Nighthawk, but that's because it was unreliable and it was old. It was reaching 25 years. It was almost 25 years old before they closed it. Because it ran from sometime in 2000 at California's Great America. It operated as Stealth. It was relocated in 2004. It made it only 4 years at California's Great America. And then it came over here to Carowinds as Borga Simulator, Paramount Carowinds, from 2004 to 2007 then. And then it went to Nighthawk from 2007 to 2024 when it operated. And then it closed on December 18th, 2024, as it saw its last riders in, I think, October. Probably the September 2nd was probably the last time. That's when the park announced, though. Anyway, let's talk about our next garbage ride that may get thrown directly out. That's Vortex, the third ever B&M and the last stand-up, old gen stand-up still operates. I'm pretty sure it's the last stand-up that still operates. And it is only 90 feet tall, which, if you look at Patriot at Worlds of Fun, it used to be a stand-up coaster. Anyway, like I'm saying, this coaster reaches up to 50 miles an hour, and I think Ricochet is better than Vortex. I'll be honest, because Ricochet is garbage, but Vortex is even worse. You did get some positive G's at the bottom of the first drop, but you get horrible headbanging. And also, people that complain about rattles, I hate you. A rattle, ruined Diamondback, it ruined Banshee, rattle, shut up. The rattle's not that bad, it's not gonna kill you. But aside from me ranting about rattles, I wouldn't say it's like horrible. I mean, there's Firebird to compare to that, the first B&M. But I say that Vortex is definitely not the worst B&M out there. I think the worst one was Green Lantern, the one at Great Adventure, not Great America. That or Firebird. I think Firebird actually is the worst. I can't ever decide. I'll be sitting for 2 hours. But anyway, Vortex, it barely ever even operates, being the nature of the ride. They're usually running one train. It only dispatches about every 5 minutes. I could see that going. Carowinds, take out Nighthawk, which you already did. Take out Vortex at a pathway under where they used to be, and make a B&M dive coaster. I know, enthusiasts, chill it with the dive coasters. I got Wrath of Rakshasa, Iron Menace, Dr. Diabolical, etc. But just go with what you think will draw attendance. That's Carowinds' number one goal. That's theme parks' number one goal. That's amusement parks. Amusement parks don't care about the coaster enthusiasts. It's obvious, because we only rack in a small percentage of guests. Anyway, like I was saying, GP, they rack up the park's guests. A dive coaster is a GP magnet. Same with tall coasters, tall unique things. B&M Wing Coaster, for example, a dive coaster like I just mentioned. Maybe even something from Vekoma, like the Thrill Glider thing that's coming to Magic Mountain. It could be anything. But anyway, let's talk about the coaster that I don't think will go. It might go, but I don't think so, and that's Hurler. They just retracked the back half of Hurler, which sucks. I wish they didn't retrack it and just tore the thing down. If somebody had a match and some kerosene, I think you should. I think you could RMC it, but Cedar Fair doesn't like clones, but Six Flags and parking lots, they really go together. There's no parking lot, but what am I ranting about? What I'm trying to say is that you should tear the thing down and add a GCI or a gravity group. Add a modern wood coaster. We don't need an RMC. Well, we do. If they took out Carolina Cyclone and Hurler, they could do that, right? But I don't think they will, because they're pretty darn complete with Hurler. But I think that Hurler's not going to get removed, at least right now. It's going to stay for a little bit. Just like what I was saying with Carolina Cyclone. Carolina Cyclone just got repainted, though. It could go, but it might not. I think Carolina Cyclone has a couple years left. I don't think it's going to go quite yet, because we don't know Six Flags. If there's a rumor that a ride's closing, go ride it, because Six Flags, they don't like to announce anything. Something they should announce. Remember when they would announce like last rides of, like, I don't know, I'm using like just a random example. Let's say Great American Scream Machine at Great Adventure. I wasn't even alive when it was made. It probably wasn't good based off other people's opinions, but at least they announced it. I think they did. With this, they didn't announce anything. They said on December 18th, they said Drop Tower, Scream Wave, or whatever the thing was called, and Nighthawk is going. So anyway, let's talk about the other coaster I think will go. I don't know if quite yet, but that is Ricochet, the Wild Mouse, in the boardwalk section. Which, speaking of the boardwalk section, I think what they should do, instead of removing Carolina Cyclone, they should just retheme the boardwalk or expand it out and make it better out towards Carolina Cyclone. And then the one section of the park in Carowinds that sucks is Throw Zone. It's not themed at all. It's based on Hurler and Fury. Hurler and Fury weren't there. It'd be the worst section of the park, which it still is, but Fury accommodates for that. So it's not the worst, but I think they should definitely actually theme it to something, not just make it some garbage and throw whatever in there. It's like an American park. Anyway, aside from Ricochet, I don't think this will get removed. I think it just needs a paint job. That's the Boomerang. Flying Cobras, Carolina Cobra. I'm glad they renamed from Carolina Cobra to Flying Cobra, because there's no Cobras in the Carolinas or Cyclones in the Carolinas or Gold. Actually, there is a Gold Rush, I think. Yeah. It's old though. But I also have a special guest joining me, which we will get to in just a second. Alright, we have our special guest here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. What do you want me to say?
Okay, well, alright. Here, go. Talk about Thunder Road. I don't know.
Hello. I enjoyed Thunder Road growing up, and I sure do miss it. And wow, wouldn't it have been really nice?
Anyway, I'm gonna talk about Thunder Road. She'll talk about it in a minute, when she's ready. But anyway, let's talk about Thunder Road. Thunder Road closed on sometime in 2015. I'm not sure the real date. I never got to ride it. And the thing about Thunder Road is that it was a dueling racing coaster that was, I think, 85 feet tall. What's weird is Carowinds never had a coaster that's wood over 100 feet tall. That's what's so weird about it. You think about it. But they closed this ride for a couple reasons. I'm not sure exactly. My guest knows more about it than I do. But,
Expanding the water park.
well, okay, so they expanded the water park, right? They wanted to... Okay, Fury had nothing to do with the water park. Okay, so I think what they did, Thunder Road was, what I heard from, was great. It was like the only dueling coaster in North Carolina and South Carolina. I think it's still the only one because there's nothing dueling. But I think that I think they should bring something back of this. I don't know what, because I know they have like they have the nano coasters, but something I heard about this coaster is they ran the South Carolina side backwards a couple times. That looks wild.
I never got to enjoy that, unfortunately, but I spent a lot of time on that roller coaster growing up. And it was
How much time? How many years was it?
1988.
Dang, you old.
And it was so much fun. We used to just ride it and run off and get right back on it and just ride it over and over. I miss it.
Yeah, you're probably not picking up on this mic at all. But no, Thunder Road, what I heard was a great ride. I'm going to compare this to Racer at Kings Island and Racer 75 at Kings Dominion. I don't even know the names. Rebel Yell, whatever you want to call it. But it was... Okay, I didn't know there was somebody got married on this coaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1976 to 2015, that's not 50 years. That's close to 50. Like, I don't know.
It ran for
I
a
don't-
long time. No, I'm not that old.
You're old, but not that old. No, but hey, if they didn't close this, I don't want to. A lot of people are sad about this, but I mean, you wouldn't have Copperhead Strike or the Mat Racers or even Blackbeard's Revenge. But who goes to Carowinds for the water rides? Am I right?
I would personally.
I mean, you know how many people went to Thunder Road? I never rode it, but going off Kings Island, I say that I'd rather have Copperhead Strike because it's a mock multi-launch versus a wooden. I think PTC made this, so was it PTC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
It was PTC probably.
It got really rough. It was getting rough towards the end there. I think the last time I rode it was maybe in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was kind of rough. But it actually, I mean, not bad for being that old, but it was a lot of fun. I always loved it.
Yeah,
I miss it.
think that I think that Thunder Road was a great thing. It was there, and then it went away. And it's still a part of Carowinds history to this day. But if you do go in that area, you are not going to find anything about it. The area now, if you want to see where it used to be, the old entrance, it's over by Gyro Force. That wall that blocks off, it's a maintenance area now, but where they house their Scarowinds and Winterfest stuff. Well, I'm not sure about the Winterfest stuff, but...
And in these pictures here, if you see where the entrance is, if my memory serves, that was where the boat. I'm sorry, what's it called? The boat.
Southern Star. Nobody knows what it's called.
It was there, and the swings. What else was in that area?
There was because that area when it closed was Crossroads, and Crossroads was not a good section of the park. They had Southern Star, that boat.
That's a good shot.
They had the what else they had? They had the yo-yo swings, which those were removed.
The bumper cars were
which
are still
the
there.
bumper cars. They just refurbished the bumper cars. They got rid of the Plants vs Zombies, which I'm the most sad about. I never actually did it, but I might have. I don't remember. I don't think so.
The one time I first went with you.
Yeah. I think that was all that was over there. There may have been some other things.
There were other rides, yeah. There was
yeah, but I mean, Afterburn was in it. They removed everything except for Afterburn, of course.
Used to have a tilt-a-whirl over there.
I don't even know what a tilt-a-whirl is. I don't remember because I don't remember what that is.
It's like one of those carnival rides. You know, you sit and it spins.
Yep. But yep. That's our thoughts on Thunder Road. And anything else you'd like to say?
I just miss it. Wouldn't it have been nice if it was still there and RMC got a hold of it?
Okay, yeah, RMC shouldn't have done anything with it. That's all I have for today. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow. So, if you want me to daily upload consistently, I will try to. So, just comment down below. Goodbye. Have a blessed day. Yeah, literally. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.